Is life imitating art? While Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, who star in the film It Ends With Us, have a real-life drama that is weirdly close to the movie plot. The film depicts Lily Bloom, who finds herself falling in love with Riley Kincaid, but the relationship turns abusive. Rumors of an alleged feud between Lively and Baldoni circulated during the film's promotion in August of 2024. Fans noticed that Lively was doing press for the movie, while Baldoni did not join her for interviews. During that time, Lively also received backlash over being cavalier about the movie's domestic violence theme. But the plot thickens. Baldoni is now suing the New York Times for $250 million after the outlet reported that his public relations team was behind a smear campaign against his co-star. Baldoni alleges libel, invasion of privacy, and breach of contract.
The New York Times article from December 21st carried the headline, "We Can Bury Anyone Inside a Hollywood Smear Machine." The day before the article was published, Lively filed a lawsuit alleging that Baldoni engaged in inappropriate sexual conduct in and out of the workplace. Lively complained that Baldoni and Jamie Heath, the movie's lead producer, had repeatedly violated physical boundaries and made sexual comments to her during the film of It Ends With Us. That's according to the New York Times. The article also said that the two men hired a crisis PR expert with the aim of damaging Lively's reputation. The New York Times reported that Baldoni's crisis publicist said, "We can bury anyone." Hollywood has taken sides. Colleen Hoover, author of the novel that inspired the movie, posted this on Instagram. "Blake Lively, you have been nothing but honest, kind, supportive and patient since the day we met. Thank you for being exactly the human being that you are. Never change, never wilt." Amber Heard also weighed in after it was reported that Baldoni hired the same crisis PR manager as her ex, Johnny Depp. Quote, "Social media is the absolute personification of the classic saying, a lie travels halfway around the world before the truth can get its boots on. I saw this firsthand and up close. It is as horrifying as it is destructive," according to an NBC News report. Lively's brother-in-law and fellow actor, Bart Johnson, slammed Baldoni, writing, "He's a fraud. He puts on the costume of a hero, man bun and all. Used all of the trendy catchphrases and buzzwords for his podcasts. None of it's genuine. It's all theatre, and everyone fell for it for years. Re-watch his video with a more critical eye and watch him compliment and praise himself with faux humility and self-deprecation. What a performance." Well, this is all a mess. It is, firstly, I haven't seen the movie. I don't know if you have or not. But, I mean, Blake Lively has made pretty serious allegations about sexual comments being made to her, about people coming into her trailer when she's topless and getting body makeup removed despite her asking them to look away and all of that. So those are obviously serious allegations that should not take place. Now we have Baldoni suing the New York Times for libel. He is arguing, in essence, that the Times reporters left out details in text messages that would cut against Blake Lively's case.
Yeah, I mean, this all goes back to the promotion for this movie where Blake Lively was the subject of a lot of negative press for her sort of unwillingness to talk about domestic violence themes in the movie and instead keep her press tour sort of lighthearted. And now it's being alleged that Justin Baldoni was behind a lot of the news stories that sort of painted her in this light of being uncaring, and then also bringing up old interviews that she had done with reporters in which she appeared to be less than kind to the interviewers. And Blake Lively is alleging that this was retaliation for her unwillingness to tolerate his comments of a sexual nature. I guess we'll see, obviously, who is in the right here, where the evidence falls. But I did find that tweet from Blake Lively's, was it her brother-in-law, talking about how he has the man bun and all, sort of the male feminist persona, which is quite a funny picture to think of. Yeah, I'm not sure who I believe in this one.
No. I think, no, I mean, like you, I think that there are very obviously clashing narratives, and we'll see which one has more proof behind it. I do think that one of the interesting things that has been exposed in the reporting has just been the behind the scenes kind of chicanery with pushing back or trying to promote it, allegedly, we should stress, because it is subject to a legal case, Baldoni's team allegedly trying to boost positive stories about him, but also allegedly trying to smear Blake Lively. He and his team very vehemently deny that. They say that it is not retaliation, that it is all, they didn't take proactive action, they've only defended themselves from her complaints. Just the insight into the Hollywood and social media PR machine, I think, is interesting in itself.
Yeah, it is definitely a reminder to be careful about what you read and wait until all of the facts come out before rushing to judgment. One of the interesting threads I found in this, too, was regarding these allegations that Blake Lively was insufficiently passionate about or sensitive to the nature of the film and the topic of domestic violence, was that in this New York Times article, they talk about how the entire team on the movie had a meeting to discuss press strategy before heading out, and that everyone was told to kind of keep it away from the DV themes because they didn't want to have actors talking about it in a way that was poorly received by the public or to give too much attention to sort of a negative narrative, and that it was Justin Baldoni who actually veered off script and gave the impression that the rest of the cast did not care because he was the only one talking about it. So it was alleged to be this very sort of self-serving move so that he could appear to be the very sensitive, caring, sort of more feminist character in this whole PR tour.
No, absolutely. And the basic fact, I think, is that we have here a lot of people who are trying to present the absolutely most positive, most virtuous persona of themselves, and somebody's not telling the truth, but we shall see.
We shall.
We have more Rising after this. Stick around.